I guess for whatever reason, I just lost my voice. And it's been like 4 days.
All right, well, we're gonna do this anyway.
Yeah, let's go get
You're
some.
gonna lose more of your voice today.
Storytelling through a Transylvania perspective. I think Transylvania would be right?
I'm telling you sound more like a wrestler, like a promo.
This is my inner wrestler in here.
So what's the plan today? What are we doing?
So first, what we're gonna do today is we're gonna go to Self-Made Gym. Shout out to my boy Shane. He runs the gym. We're gonna go in there, get a quick workout in, just so you guys can kind of see what my day looks like, how I keep my mind right. Maybe get like a Jamba Juice smoothie because I'm on peptides. So when you're on peptides, your whole like digestive system changes. So I'm gonna drink some smoothie to get my protein in, and then we're gonna go to the spot where when I was 17 years old, I overdosed on 20 pills of ecstasy. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to actually go to the place that it happened and kind of story tell it, you know, so you can go, here it is, this is the sewer or the riverbed I fell down, the old apartment, and you know, and just kind of share that with the people.
Okay, sounds good, man.
So I feel great. You know, I think for me, working out is key because it helps keep me grounded mentally. I have ADD, social anxiety, so it helps me kind of regulate those emotions. So I don't have to be on medication because I don't want to be on medication. And so for me, it's just like a part of my life. But the biggest reason too is I remember I always felt weak, unseen, and in middle school, like one of the first things I fell in love with was working out. I saw Pumping Iron with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I just remember like being in awe of these people.
Yeah.
And so when I started working out, like that feeling that you get when you work out, you know, like I never knew about that feeling until I worked out the first time, and I loved it. And it's something I could do by myself whenever I want. Like I didn't need a team, you didn't need any of that stuff. And when I got sober in 2017, again, working out was huge for it, but then I kind of got lost in this serving others, and so I was putting my self-care aside to serve others, speak at churches, schools, and all that stuff, all good stuff. Because before it was like I thought I had to find things that I like, and I was like, oh, well, the gym doesn't count, right? I can't choose the gym. Sure. So I'd always struggle with trying to find something, but the reality is I love to work out. Yeah. Like I do. I love going to different gyms, different cities, different stuff, different routines, seeing what the body can do. And so that's why when I got back from Asia, I was like, okay, I'm gonna make sure this is a priority. So for the past 2 years, it's been a huge priority for my sanity, for my mental health, for my inner child. And it's amazing because I got in the best shape of my life to the point where I laugh when I look in the mirror. I'm like, that's crazy. That's how I look. Yeah. I didn't think it was genuinely possible. Yeah. And so yeah, it's just huge for me. It's everything.
I love it. Beautiful.
Yeah, because you see, like, for me, it was like when I got into drugs, I fell in love with it because it gave me confidence. It made me feel secure. I was able to talk to, like, everybody. Yeah. Like, my anxiety was gone, and it was, like, fun. That's the thing is, I feel like it was always hard for me to... It's hard for me to kind of, like, exist as a human, right? It was hard for me to go to a store, show up to school, study, make... you know, connect with people, like being the first person to go up to somebody, talk to girls. When I drank the first time, it just made all that easy. I could talk to everybody, talk to guys, girls, make friends, go anywhere. And so that's why I got like super hooked on it. And I was like, this is the only thing that matters because it makes me be able to feel comfortable in my skin. Yeah. And and due to that, you know, obviously it's like I don't stop. And so that's why I would have moments of I do too much, and I'm epileptic, so I'd end up having like grand mal seizures. And then if you do too much at once, it's like your body doesn't know what to do with it, and so I overdose.
Okay, so we're going to a spot, right? Was this the first time you ever overdosed? Is that the spot?
I would say it was the first time that I'm very aware that I overdosed.
Okay, so there's a chance you overdosed before.
Yeah, I've had some questionable moments of like,
sure.
I think I might have overdosed.
That might have been a
sure.
OD.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna go to this spot and we're gonna reminisce about the good old days, right? And that specific moment.
So if you remember us talking earlier in the car, that I overdosed many times, and This is the place that was my first overdose. So it's called Palm Park. So what we would do is we can walk through this alleyway, hop a wall from my apartment complex. You go through this alley and then hop a wall to this park.
Yeah.
And so it's a way for us where we can, like, you know, do drugs and drink and not get caught. And so yeah, this is the park with the first overdose.
Do you remember the specific spot?
Right here.
Right here?
Yeah. Basically, the way that it started was there was a house party, and the house party was in Fullerton. So I've always had good people skills. So even though I'm from Placentia, I was able to meet people from like different cities. And so I would get invited to like house parties in different cities. So we got invited to a Fullerton party, and my buddy that was living with me at the time used to sell ecstasy. So I was like, hey, let's go to this party, invited all my friends, and let's go sell some beers and let's go sell some ecstasy. And so sure enough, the cops come. And so we freak out, right? Because we have drugs. And so we end up grabbing the drugs, getting the beer, running out to the car. And the way I always thought when that would happen was, okay, party's over, let's just go party at my house. And so we're walking down this alley right here. And at this point I took maybe 1 or 2 pills of ecstasy. I'm drunk. What I realized was I had the pills in my pocket that we were selling. So my dumb thinking, when I get drunk and I start getting high, I lose control. Like I'm gonna take everything that I have on me.
Yeah.
And so I ended up grabbing a handful, just about 20 pills, they say. That was a lot. And I threw them in my mouth. I remember my friend that we actually saw earlier today. Anthony, the camera guy, can literally verify this is a true story.
Yeah, I was just talking to him.
I remember when I took the pills, I'm being like, dude, like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And you know me, I'm like, whoa, I'm gonna party. Not thinking of the consequences. And as we're walking down here, I remember we hopped this fence right here, we come in and there's a table right there. And we're sitting at that table right there, a bunch of us talking. And then I start sniffing ecstasy. And I remember when I was sniffing it, my vision went white, and I remember feeling like my body convulsing. So what I'm gonna share with you is what I was told would happen, because at this point I'm blacked out.
Yeah.
So I end up having a grand mal seizure, seizing out multiple times, and I end up, my friends are trying to help me. Everyone's on drugs, everyone's fucked up. They're trying to help me. Well, some of my friends that were with us were breaking into the houses around here. So I don't know which house they were breaking into, but they were breaking into some houses. And because of that, someone called the cops. So once we heard the cops coming, my friends tried to help me, but they just couldn't. I was getting up, running around, out of my mind, convulsing. I ended up getting right here, climbing up this fence, and falling.
Falling down there?
Falling down here. Face is all bloody. My hands are all messed up. My elbows, I'm all scratched up. And they take me to UCI Health right here in Yorba Linda. They rushed me to the hospital. Here. And I woke up. This is what I remember, right? So I woke up and I remember I'm talking to my friend in the ceiling. I for some reason see my friend, probably hallucinating or whatever, but I see my friend in the ceiling, and my vision starts to come back, and I see a cop, I see my mom crying, and the nurses. And then I remember just being like, my mind started to come back, and my first thought was like, oh, like, I'm in trouble. Because at this point, my mom was so gullible, so I knew how to kind of like lie to her. She didn't know that I was doing drugs. Maybe she did. So at this point, I knew like I'm caught. And I've never been caught like this before in my life, so I don't know what's gonna happen. Am I gonna go to prison, get locked up? Well, I look at my arms, and I'm handcuffed to the bed. I asked my mom, like, why am I handcuffed to the bed? Apparently, I was trying to whack off to the nurses, not intentionally. It's just I was on so much ecstasy that when you're on ecstasy, you're just like everything feels good. So I don't know if I was grabbing it or whatever. Again, I don't know. It's blacked out. So that's why they had me handcuffed to the bed. And I remember they were like questioning me and stuff like that. And they did a drug test on me when I was out. And so in my mind, I was like, okay, I'm getting in trouble. Let's see what happens. Well, apparently, the drug test that they took at that time came out that I was clean.
How?
I don't know. So when I heard that, my mindset went directly to, I'm about to manipulate the situation and tell them that I didn't do drugs. The cops beat me up because I was Mexican. These are my stories. I'm trying to get out of the situation.
Yeah.
And I remember the first thing I tell them is like, hey, because I recognized my hands were swollen, cut up. My whole face was smashed in, cut up. I realized that, I'm in pain physically. So I was like, oh, I need pain pills. Because see, since I was 13, I've always knew how to act like I have pain to get Vicodin. I've been doing this since I was 13. So at 17, I already knew how to do it. But the nurse and doctor were like, we're not giving you pain pills, we're not stupid.
Yeah.
So then I end up telling my mom, like, oh, poor me, mom, I need pain pills. The doctors are treating me like I'm a bad person, I'm not. And so I remember they uncuffed me. They said I can go home. And so at this point, I remember trying to get out my bed and I collapsed. I couldn't walk. But they didn't see me fall. So I kind of played it off, got up, and I was just trying to get out of there. And we get out of there and I manipulate my mom into taking me to my friend's dad's house to go pick up Norcos.
Yeah.
I knew my friend's dad took them for real health reasons. But in my sick, addictive brain, I was like, oh, I'm gonna see how much pain I'm in to get them to give me the pills to take away my pain.
Yeah.
So I ended up going over there, manipulating the situation, getting the pills, and telling my mom I want to go home. And then I right away call up my friends saying like, hey guys, I'm out, I'm safe, let's go party. There's a party right here. And I end up escaping from my house basically. My mom didn't want me to leave, but I'm gonna do what I want. Leave, have all the pain pills in my pocket, get some King Cobra 40s. We got a homeless guy to buy us King Cobra 40s at the liquor store. And we go to another party.
All over again.
All over again.
Man. We were just talking to your friend right now. He was verifying what you just said.
So we went over there to pick up the shelving that he's making for my YouTube studio, and Anthony, you got to verify these stories, because I get it. They can sound like I'm lying. I get it. Addicts lie. I get it. Exaggeration, attention. I get it. But Anthony got to verify because my friend that was there, he was there for that thing.
Yeah.
He was there for many times, and so yeah, he literally affirmed it like, yep.
Oh, not only that, he affirmed a couple more stories.
More
too.
stories that we'll be getting into down the road, but yeah, for all that stuff. And, again, this is not to glorify addiction. I'm just trying to share with you guys who I was before and, to see where I'm at now. So, like, anybody can know that no matter your circumstances, no matter the pains that you've gone through, whether it's trauma, mental health, environmental, that, like, it doesn't have to dictate your future. There's a way out. And so that's all it is. You can get to know me, so I'm not just somebody just saying lies and stories. Because I believe, find people who have been through what you've been through and made it on the other side, because they have the blueprint to help guide you to come out of it. Yeah. So that's what this is about.
It's encouraging, man.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing this story.
Yeah. Thank you for going on this journey with me.
Till the next overdose.
Till the next overdose. It's wild. I think it kind of feels like these are like fake stories of like what my life was like, but it was like a huge part of my life from 13 to 25. That's like 11 years. I kind of try to think back because I like trip out like why was I, like how did I think at that time? How did I talk at that time? Why was this such a fun thing for me to always explore even though what was happening? I try to put myself back in those places. Because I feel like I didn't have any awareness. I was never around people that were motivational speakers, growth mindset, successful. Like all that language was not in I didn't know it. It was just, how do we party? How do we party today? how do we just, invite more people? How do we laugh more? How do we, have a good time more? Maybe I'll meet the love of my life at that next time we hang out and party. That was always just my mindset. Very innocently though, never wanted to hurt people. The only person I was hurting was myself. Yeah.